Welcome to a jam-packed arena here in Oklahoma City. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing Oklahoma City. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Irving, good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Durant. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That's on LeBron James. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And he's good on the second. Well, you look back in the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Adams. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Feeds it to Irving. Clock at 6. Another miss by LeBron. The Thunder have gone 2. Oh!
Signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Westbrook again. It's Irving. And that one comes up a bit short.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Smith outside. And here's Love from the arc. Love with another miss. LeBron kicks to Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Love's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Durant. Here's Ibaka.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's Durant. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Puts it up from 17. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Here's Roberson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And Adams with the slam.
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, it's so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And then Durant with the jam.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Westbrook. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Dellavedova to halt the run. Good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that.
And after just one quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Thunder out in front, up 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
This has been a shooting.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
the most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys, to perfection.
Love goes in. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
The Thunder leading by 11. Westbrook drives in. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. And he gets it to go. Ibaka's got the lead up to 13 now for Oklahoma City.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova.
J.R. Smith.
The Cavaliers trail by 13.
And the Western playoffs just, it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injury group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be. Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. Here's Westbrook. And he goes in for the dunk.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And it's sent back by Irving. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. 1:46 left now here in the second. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Second free throw.
Assist from J.R.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The Thunder leading by 12. Irving with the steal. And Thompson kicks to Irving. Another shot. Thompson with the bucket.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Channing Fries subbed in for Kevin Love. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Shumpert passes to Fry. Lets it go with a 3. And he gets it to go. Fry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Durant. Mozgov with the block. Outside Irving. Smith outside. Offensive rebound. No good on the buzzer beater. And so we wrap up the first half. Thunder lead by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's yours.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Give it up.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Irving in the point guard position.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams.
Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
On defense, the Thunder. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And here's Love for 3.
For 3.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Ibaka. No good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
J.R. Smith. 2 shots.
Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually, they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
Durant just inside the line. And the shot is long.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's James.
LeBron James.
And it's all evened up. James has got 10 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
For Oklahoma City, they had shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Smith, no luck. And so here is Oklahoma City. They lead by 1.
You can see the eye contact there. They gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Dellavedova kicks to James. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Westbrook drives in. And good as it rattles through the hoop. And it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And the dunk by James.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Durant dishes to Adams. Westbrook drives in. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
The Thunder leading by 3. And he elevates to the slam. Thompson did not like that. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Here's Roberson. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
But they get it back. Back to Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. At the top of the key, Westbrook lets the 3 fly. No luck. Good work defensively by Smith. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Left side, Love. And here comes the break. He lobs it up. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
The drive by James Thompson. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Thunder leading by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Dellavedova kicks to Mozgov. And here's LeBron outside. The Thunder leading by 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Can't hit.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Fry passes to Dellavedova. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to LeBron. Mozgov kicks to Shumpert. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Cavaliers timeout.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And thank you, Doris.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the Bucks side.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of that jam. I mean, just
tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside Westbrook. He dishes it to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
And Durant, here we go. Robertson can't hit.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Iman Shumpert.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Irving for 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Well, Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And he commits the intentional foul.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Down low. Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And they go to the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunity.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And here's Love for 3. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, he got a foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're behind by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the
What
three.
I do, son, I dominate games.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on
There's 20
quick
free
two.
throws and
I
still
think
gonna win the
they've got to
game.
look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the
Go
clock
ahead,
is
quit,
right
son.
now.
Look me up.
Here's Dellavedova. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1. 15 seconds left in the fourth. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 1. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
In this situation, I think they'll go for the quick steal, Kevin. And if that fails, they'll foul and send them to the line. They'll really be looking to pressure the inbound pass.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of two is good. That will put them up by 2. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're behind by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this time.
Oh! And it's a tie ball game. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass. And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. We're going to see what happens right here.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Good to do.